How's it going, guys? This is my weekly, monthly / year-to-date video I make every Saturday morning. So here it is. I got a lot of content. Before I get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. So I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by Monday. So we're gonna need to pick it up here if possible. We'll see. If you guys share this with someone, just hit the subscribe button. Much appreciated. I know most of the guys that watch these videos don't even subscribe to my channel, so if you do that, it's much appreciated. So let me get into this. So this is week 4, month to date and year to date of my big 4 growth stocks this year. I started building positions this year in 2021, early January, like the first week of January, I started really taking these seriously. So like I said, 4 growth stocks. I am a long-term investor. I believe that's the best way to grow wealth, and it's one of the safest. I like growth stocks personally because of my age bracket. I'm in the 20s and 30s. I feel like you should really key in on good long-term companies to compound the wealth. That's my opinion. So these are my big 4. So let me just get into it real quick because I only have 10 minutes. So PayPal, ticker is PYPL. Everybody knows what PayPal is, hopefully, and if you don't, you might want to do some research. So this is a stock I've been adding to since basically this one a little earlier than last year, so I lied. Probably like November and December, I really started getting into this one. So this week's results, it went from 281 to 259. So it actually had a 7.5 correction this week. So this week's numbers is right here. Month to date, it went from 234 to 259, so it had a nice increase. There was a lot of good stuff that came out this month, excuse me. They had the whole Bitcoin thing, they had the whole crypto thing, accepting the currencies, they have the Venmo thing, they have the China thing where they're going to not be regulated by China, but can do transactions over there. There's been a lot of good things this month, and that's why I think it ticked up a lot this month. Year to date, so this is obviously from January 4th when the market opened this year, it went from 231 to 259, so we had a nice 12% year to date growth. So if you started buying the stock when I recommended buying it the first 2 weeks of January, you'd still be up 12% right now. So super, super, super good gains. So the reason I think there was a massive pullback, especially this month, is when all that good news came out, the market really ran with that news and the market was so hot and, everything's just so inflated. Kind of was a compound everything. It's actually good. It's correcting down, to be honest. 1 second, hold on. Yeah, so it's kind of good. It's been correcting down, to be honest. So I like where this stock's going. Would I buy right now at this price? I'm not, because I'm already positioned into it real well. I want to see it under I would love to see it in the 230 to 235 range to consider buying it in. If I do, I'll make a video, post why. So that's kind of where we're at with this one. So I don't want to make it too long and drag it out. Dropbox, they're a cloud-based company. They own, a HelloSign, which competes with DocuSign. It's like e-signing. It's going to be really big in the future because a lot of things are going to be online, mobile. It's just the future. Like paper trails and filing is like 1980. So that's gone. So let's get into the numbers here. 23 to 2254. It had a decline this week at 3.1%. Month to date, 2289 to 2254. It had also a decline month to date, 1.5%. Year to date, 2205 to 2254. It's still up, so we're up 2.2%, which is good. This cost right now is actually almost at my cost base. If it goes sub 20, I'd be really interested in adding more to my position. Is it a bad time to buy this stock right now at 2254? Absolutely not. Long term, I think they're going to be 40 plus by the end of the year. That's my opinion. Their earnings came out, they killed it. Everything looks good. Management's good. They had a little bit of a layoff, was it this month or late last month? They had a layoff. It scared a lot of people, but a lot of companies have layoffs and that's normal, and they're just confining to efficiency, maybe cutting the fat out of the company. So that's my opinion. Really happy with Dropbox. This is a buy right now for me. If you're not in it, I'd recommend getting in it now. That way you hold a good, position. And then if it goes down, buy it. If it goes up, let it go. Tattoo Chef. I really love this one. This is probably my favorite stock on the board. It's a plant-based, vegan-based company. Let me see where I'm at with the time. Okay, it's a plant-based, vegan-based company. They're getting into like Costco, Sam's Club, Target, Walmart. They're really getting into that stuff. They're starting advertising this year. Love this company. Have a ton of SKUs. So the reason I circled this is, I'll get into it. 2273 to 1993. So it had a massive, massive decline this week. Really big decline. 2343 to 1993, month to date, even bigger decline, 14.9%. 2353 to 1993, so this would be the year to date, 15.2. So when I built out my position, this one was actually at like $25 and some change. I made a video last Friday where I bought some. I made another video Monday where I bought or Tuesday where I bought that dip. So I added to my cost base at $21 and I added it again at $19, I believe. So my cost base now is $22. So I drove it down from 25 to 22, just doing little slithers. I'm not going massive in it. I think I did the percentage of how much I bought in that video. If you want to go back to it and see how much it is, I believe it was like 20%. And then at 19, I think I did close to 50%. So that is kind of big actually. But like I said in my previous videos, I have 30% cash on the sideline. So I was prepared for things like this to happen this year because everything was so overvalued, inflated, and all that stuff. So I kind of predicted this was going to happen, or there were going to be days like this. That's just what I'm doing. Is this a buy? Yeah. I mean, if you're not in this stock, $19 is literally a steal. I also think this stock will be 45 plus by the end of the year. Late Q4 this year, they're going to get into grocery stores like Acme, just any grocery store. So that's massive. Once this stock is going to be ridiculous in the next 3 to 5 years. It's going to be insane. I'm so excited for it. So if you're not in it, definitely buy it now. That's my opinion. Obviously do your own research, but 1993 cost base is a nasty price. So last stock of my big four is Beyond Meat, very similar to Tattoo Chef. They're the name brand of the plant-based meat. This company just signed a deal with Pepsi. News just came out today or yesterday about McDonald's, them signing a 3-year deal. Like, they're doing big things. They're killing it. They're going to be around for a long time. This stock will be 200 plus, I believe, by the end of the year. I said that in my initial video on why I'm so bullish on Beyond Meat, if you want to go back and check that out back in January. So week four numbers, it's 160 to 145, so it had a decline. It ran up with all that good news the past 3 weeks to month, so that kind of makes sense. It's pulling back especially with what the market's doing. It's correcting, I think. 192 to 145. This would be month to date, 24% at pullback. That's why you never buy when stocks go on runs, because if you bought at the peak at like 190, 180, you're getting smoked right now. So would never recommend. I think in my videos, this is like I usually do 1 through 4 where to buy. This was my last one I said to buy for that very reason. So you can check back my videos for that too. 125 to 145. This is 15.8% up year to date. So before the Pepsi thing, the Taco Bell thing, the McDonald's thing, before all that came out with all these deals they did in the past month, the stock is still at 15.8% year to date. And I was saying to buy, I think I said I loved it at 120 to 130, and it was sitting there for all the first half of January when I was saying to build your position out. Would I buy it at 145? I like it at 140 or less. 145 isn't a bad buy if you want to start a position, but it's going to go over 200, I think, this year easy. So that's my big four. I love this one. I really love, this is the buy right now for sure. If you had to pick one of these four, I go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I would do. These two I really like though. So let me see where I'm at here. So yeah, so that's where, these are my week 4, month to date, year to date. This week's overall portfolio, I was just saying in last week's video, Saturday, that I haven't gone negative all year, and I thought that was crazy. Well, this week obviously is the first week I went negative. My portfolio as a whole is down 5.1%. So That's all right. I mean, I want it to go down because when it goes down, I look at, there's deals. I don't buy penny stocks. I don't do the Wall Street bet things. I don't do options. I'm a long-term investor, and all these companies I invest in are great. So whenever they drop or go past my cost base, it's just opportunity to get more of a discount. That's how I look at it. So thoughts, I think the market's going to correct. I think this is just the beginning. I could see it going anywhere down from 10 to 30% over the spring. That's what I think is going to happen. It could be a month. It could be a half year. It could be a year. It could slowly go down, but just have cash on the side and be prepared and stay mentally tough and be disciplined. So yeah, cash heavy. I'm 30% still. So I'm prepared for anything the market throws at me. And in the long run, I know it will come back and I'll be in a really good position. So like I said in the beginning of the video, let's try to get to 200 subscribers before Monday morning. Like, subscribe, comment below, let me know your thoughts. Peace.